Hello everyone. Today I want to share with you the recipe for a green drink that I find has been very effective in our lives in order for us to continue running and walking and enjoying life and provide for us a lot of nutritional value in one punch. So I want to share the ingredients first. What do we need and what are we going to use in order to make this green drink? The first item I want to share is the Vitamix. I'm sure many of you have seen this on the Master Chef or these challenges, these shows that are doing a lot of cooking. Whether you do a lot or a little, I think the Vitamix is very worthwhile purchase. You can get them refurbished. You don't have to buy them new, so that they're not quite so expensive. I think they run between $300 and $500 actually. Not sure as far as the refurbished ones, but it would be worthwhile checking out. But we need that. What my base is, now the jury's out on this, whether or not you should cook kale or steam kale and spinach before you juice it or not. I read an article that made a lot of logical sense where if you steam it and you don't use the juice, you get so much more nutritional value and than anything that would have been on the kale and the steam, the spinach. You don't have to worry about it. I did steam this batch. The article I read made sense, and I thought I would do it that way. You can do it raw as well, but you can see it's just barely a little bit steamed and wilted to a beautiful bright green. There's spinach, which no longer looks much like spinach. You can tell it's just pretty much wilted. So that's my combination of kale and spinach. I always add 1 apple, and then I add some blueberries because I'm very conscious of my eye health. And so I add some blueberries. These are all frozen. Most everything that I have in my freezer, so that I can have it anytime I need it for my green drink. These are cranberries, organic cranberries. This is some asparagus, and what we do is when the organic asparagus is available in the stores, we just take it, cut it up, chop it up, and put it on a cookie sheet. Freeze it, and then it stays just really, really nice until you're going to use it, and you take out exactly what you need for your green drink. Fresh frozen raspberries, which are very good for men's and women's health, very important for our diet. Often we hear about blackberries. We happen to be able to pick some wild blackberries, so I add some of those precious berries to our mix, and some organic strawberries done the same way, where you fast freeze them in chunks, and then they're not stuck together. You can easily access a little amount of them. And of course, then you want a carrot or so. You want some celery, beautiful skin if you put celery in, and cucumber, which is really good for your liver and your kidneys. And of course, the cruciferous vegetables, which everyone talks about. This one we're going to use is some organic red cabbage and some organic white cabbage. Now that's a lot of items that we're going to add. And I'm going to pause it for a second, and I'm going to show you how it looks layered in the Vitamix. Okay, well, I'm back again, and I wanted to show you the approximately how this looks. Now this unit has been used for a number of years already, but they do get, because it is a harder plastic, it will get a little bit hazy, I want to say. But you fill it up in layers, and then what I'm going to do after that is I'm going to take my spring water. And why do we use spring water, or why would I want to use spring water? Because it has it's extra calcium, magnesium, etc. in it that I want to be able to have to for longevity, to be even healthier. That's approximately where I'm going to have it. And on a Vitamix, you always want to start from the right and move left. So we're going to turn it on, then you go from 1, bring it all the way up to 10, and then you put it from variable to high so that it blends well. I'll pause it in between because the blender is going to, of course, make noise. So I'll show you what I'm going to start doing with it. So I'll tap it, lock it down. Now the new ones I think are even more, a little easier for the cap to be put on. But then you just turn it on here and it'll start out slow, and then we can move it up so that all of our ingredients are being mixed in. The object is to make it into juice. And then you turn it up on high. Pause it with that. Now, of course, when you're shutting it off, you go from the left back to the right. Take it off of high, bring it down to 1, and then shut it off. This is the product that we have when we're done. Now, it turned it into a really nice juice. Now, if you like it more into a shake where you're going to add, have it in the morning, and then you can have it a little less watered down. I'm going to show you in a glass here. I'm going to take my glass and show you it's really nice consistency. I like it thin. So it's a nice, looks almost like beer. This batch, I didn't have any beets. Normally, if I have access to the fresh organic beets, I'll just take some of the beet and I'll add it, and it makes it a really pretty red. And of course, beets are really good for us as well. So then you take this, I won't pour that in there, but then you take that and you put it in your 2-quart jar. Now, I like storing everything in a jar. I don't like storing anything in plastic because I feel that it is can leach. So that's how I do it. Then I take my 2-quart jar and I add some ice. The reason why I add ice is I like to keep my juice, if I'm making it today for tomorrow, I want this juice to be as fresh as I possibly can have it and to keep it the nutritional value, and I personally like it cold. So I just take some of the ice cubes and put it in there until your jar is 2 quarts. And you will have a powerful, nutritional drink that you can enjoy throughout the day. And that's what it looks like when it's completely finished, the 2-quart jar. So this is a drink that not only has nutritional value, but it also, I personally think it tastes good. Now, what you can add to that, there are 3 things that I've put here. I use a product called AFR. It's from Pure Herbs. It has a combination with the cayenne in it, or you can even have another. You don't have to be fussy, whatever you feel for the cayenne tincture, so to speak. That's just really good for endurance if you're going to run and things like that. You want to add, I usually add approximately 3 droppers full of that in here. I just take the dropper and whatever comes out of there, I take that, and 3 times I do that. For the cayenne, if you want to add a little extra, this just tastes really good. I introduced this before. Any of your organic elderberry syrup, you can add that. And the other thing that I really like, that I like it for taste, but not only for taste, I like it for its nutritional value, and it's called Wild Chocolate Powder. And this powder is naturally rich in antioxidants. It's got fiber, it's got protein, vitamins, mineral, magnesium, iron, zinc, calcium, copper, and more. It's cold processed and it's handpicked. It's a product that I've ordered several times and I really like it. What I do is I just take a little and I'll actually shake some in there. You could actually just take a teaspoon too, put in a teaspoon or whatever you would like for taste. So that's our green drink for today, something that our family has proven that it actually has tested out very well, even as far as taking your numbers. So I think that anyone who uses this and uses it consistently will find that it will give them health benefits that you just can't, or let's put it this way, that would be hard to find. And how many of us are going to sit there and eat 6 to 8 cups of these vegetables? But yet you can take one glass and it becomes a power drink. So drink and enjoy. Thank you.